Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Skyrim, the Companions Guild. Now today we're going to go ahead and do our lore thing right at the beginning, because I've went ahead and put a few books together in the game that explain what it is to be a werewolf better than I can hope to. So the first one here is I can't say that word, you can read the title yourself, something of werewolves. I'm going to give you a couple seconds on each page to read it, if you want to. If not, well, don't pause the video. But if you do want to read, you should probably pause it. So you can see that was a study of werewolves in the sense of quite literally experimenting on them to try and learn how the disease functions. Because to some it's disease, to others it is a blessing. It depends on who you ask. This is a book this is a pretty rare book actually, I think it's only one in the whole game, and you find it in the Companions Guild, that talks about legends of werewolves. So again, I'll pause it for a second on each page. And if you want to read it, you should probably pause it yourself. So you can see, this guy didn't learn that much, especially when he asked the companions about the topic and they told him to get the hell out. But I suppose that makes sense given, what we know about them. They don't want to talk about that particular subject very willingly. So yeah, today's lore topic, if you haven't figured it out yet, we're going to talk about werewolves a bit more. We've talked about their relation to Hierathine, but today we're going to talk about them from a medical standpoint. Because there have actually been a few half-decent medical studies on what it is to be a werewolf within the lore of Skyrim. So, you read there, presumably the two books about it. We're going over some experimentation done on them. One second. Okay then, yep, you read the lore on them from the book, presumably. And, where are we headed? Up here? Near Dawnstar? Okay. You know what, I'll fast travel to the stable, take a carriage to Dawnstar, and we'll talk about this on the way there. It's a short jog and I'll need the time, so. Okay, we're back at Dawnstar here. And now, make sure I went to the right place, because yep, okay, good. So now, as I was saying, about werewolves, today's lore topic. Now, Lycanthropy, I believe it's how you pronounce it, is a disease in Skyrim. You can become one without going through all the companions, hibbly hoobla. The most notable way that most people seem to choose if they want to be a werewolf is to first become a vampire. That's not that hard. There's plenty of places where vampires are scripted to always appear in the game. Let them hit you for a while without dying, and eventually you'll get inflicted with the vampire disease. Now, a vampire can become a werewolf in a kind of comical way. Because werewolves are a blood disease, vampires drink blood to survive. If you go to your Vaskar at night as a vampire and drink the blood of one of the main companion circles, the guys who are werewolves, it actually will give you the werewolf disease. You'll lose your vampirism and instead become a werewolf. Like, that disease is actually more powerful, I guess, in the disease food chain than vampirism is, so that's what you'll become. Another way, I'm told, I've never actually pulled this off, but I've read that you can do this, and that if you just get hit by a werewolf in the wild enough times, that will also have the correct effect of making you one of them. I don't really want to fight those guys, I'll just stay over here. They won't harass me if I don't harass them. Yep, see? No worries there. So yeah, it's another way to just get the disease like you get any other disease. But of course, the way I did it was just through the companion's quest line, because, well, didn't really join to become a werewolf, that was just a side perk. I kinda joined to be a companion. Now, apart from the fact that, you know, you grow hair and you're feral and stuff, I think calling it a disease isn't exactly accurate, because it is lore, it is canon of this game, that werewolves are the servants of one of the Daedric gods, which implies that he is the reason werewolves exist, and I mean, they actually go to his realm when they die, so it's not just some little disease, guys, it's actually, it's got divine influence on it. Which, I do find odd that people treat it like such a disease. I guess they just don't realize it's from Hiroshima, because if they did, I imagine they would treat it differently. And here we are. We're here to assassinate somebody. But we're not going to do the Dark Brotherhood style. We are a companion. We're going to walk in and just murder everyone until we find our target. Yes, like so. Push him down with the shield and beat the crap out of him. Seems like a good plan to me. Ooh. And these archers suck.
I swear I'll kill you.
I don't think you're going to be keeping that oath of swearing my death. You kind of got your ass kicked. Whoop, another one. Oh, upstairs. Okay. So yeah, I just find it interesting that there's so much study of it as a disease when it's, well, I mean, it is, I guess, by all rights and technicalities of how diseases are defined. Oh, come on, get up there. Oh, make everything complicated. Alright, we're going the long way around. So yeah, I guess it is technically a disease, but I just don't think that's the right way to call it. I mean, you can call it a curse or a blessing. Whether or not you want to go to Hiroshine's realm when you die, and all that, that's for everyone to decide on their own. But what you can agree on is that it is indeed from Hiroshine. And that guy just got sliced and diced, and I liked it. A lot. Okay, with that out of the way, let's head inside. So I'll see you guys in just a moment once we're through the door. Okay, and we're back. Now, these forts are kind of weird, because who occupies a fort can change based on a few different things. Whoa! The leader's right there. Ooh, that hurt. Stop that. Hey, get him. And we took out a particular orc that decided he wanted to lead a group that we don't like. Your mistake, buddy. Ooh, an orcish dagger. I wish I was a thief. Oh well. Black Arrow Volume 1. In Oblivion, this was a skill book. In Skyrim, it is not. But it still tells a pretty good story about, archery. So, yeah. If you want to read that, feel free. If not, well, I won't hold it against you. He also dropped the key to a mine here. That's because the leader of this dungeon always drops the key to a mine in this area. I think it's like hard-coded. I've never seen him not drop it, even when I'm not sent here for the companions, which has also happened. These forts are kind of weird. They can be run by Imperials, they can be run by Stormcloaks, they can be run by bandits, warlocks. All kinds of people can actually run a fort. It's a pretty big list, actually, of people who can, and it really depends on what quest randomized dungeon sends you here will be who runs it, as well as the state of the war, because you can actually clear out forts during the war effort after joining one side or the other, and you can affect who owns it through your actions. Alright, we're going to head back to Javaska. I will meet you guys there in just a moment. Hello, and we're back, everybody. Ayla.
I've been running interference for you around here. I don't think anyone's caught on to our little campaign. Yet.
Oh, you dirty, dirty girl. I mean, right, thank you, Ayla. That's what I meant to say. I just wanted to thank her.
Have you been bringing the battle to the Silver Hand, friend? I wish I could be there with you. Soon enough.
I mean, look at this, dude. Look at this. She wears the skimpiest, sexiest armor in the whole damn guild. This is just crazy skimpy.
I hope the hunting goes well, brother. We've got the cowards on their heels now.
And she's also very bloodthirsty. Let's talk to her.
I've heard you may actually be stronger than you look. Perhaps we can hunt together someday.
Okay, Ayla, you don't have to be so coy about it anymore. I'm a full member of the Companions, whether or not they know what we're doing. You don't have to pretend you don't know me. And yeah, I took care of that particular group that you asked me to take care of.
Excellent. Looks like you've really driven them into hiding. Keep this up. We'll wipe them out yet.
And, there you go. Good assassination. Give it a second to finish all the quest dialogues, and... Alright, as you can see, we haven't been given any real direction, so let's look for more work. We can do more for her if we want to hurt the Silver Hand. We can do other tasks for other people who have nothing to do with the Silver Hand. But I'm still pretty pissed about them killing Scorn. Skjorn? I like that guy.
Blood running hot?
Actually, yes it is. God, say that to me. Moving on.
And there is more work to be done. But I fear that Kodlak's gotten wind of our recent efforts. He's asked to see you. My advice, always be honest with the old man. But don't tell him anything he doesn't need to know.
Oh my. It appears Kodlak's aware that we've been running... Now, this always confused me, okay?
I'm still trying to figure out why Skjor let you in the first place.
Wow. What's your problem, Nadja? What's your problem, lady? Now, this part's always confused me, guys, okay? And I got a level, take that in a minute. You know, she says I'm running interference so nobody knows what you're doing. Kodlak here... You know, well, you'll see in a moment. I'll talk about it afterwards.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, you called? Harbinger?
Yes, youngling. Have a seat.
That's never good when your boss tells you to sit down before they talk to you.
I hear you've been busy of late.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna take... Hey, Ayla's got good advice. She says, be honest with the old man. We're working to avenge the death of one of our brothers.
Your hearts are full of grief, and my own weeps at the loss of Skjor. But his death was avenged long ago. You have taken more lives than honor demanded. The cycle of retaliation may continue for some time. In any case, I have a task for you. Have you heard the story of how we came to be werewolves?
Now, this is kind of interesting. You can choose your personification of it. You know, do you take the side of Skjor and Ayla, and it's a blessing, or are you with Vilkas and Farkas and say this is a curse that we're suffering with? I think it's a blessing.
Aye, that sounds like him. As in all matters of faith, though, the reality is more complicated than one believer would tell you.
Okay. What's your side of the story, then?
The Companions are nearly 5,000 years old. This matter of beast blood has only troubled us for a few hundred. One of my predecessors was a good but short-sighted man. He made a bargain with the witches of Glenmoral Coven. If the Companions would hunt in the name of their lord Hircine, we would be granted great power.
And the power we were given was the blessing of Hircine, which is Lycanthropy. Okay.
They did not believe the change would be permanent. The witches offered payment, like anyone else. But we had been deceived.
Yeah, I could, you know, again, your moral decision on the matter. You guys saw me turn into a werewolf. I killed like 7 people in 5 minutes flat. It was ridiculous. There was bodies everywhere. We are more powerful. We got exactly what we were promised.
The witches didn't lie, of course. But it's more than our bodies. The disease, you see, affects not just our bodies. It seeps into the spirit. Upon death, werewolves are claimed by Hircine for his hunting grounds. For some, this is a paradise. They want nothing more than to chase prey with their master for eternity. And that is their choice. But I am still a true Nord, and I wish for Sovngarde as my spirit home.
Okay. You know what? I can respect his point on that. I've always liked Kodlak for this reason. He says it up front. It's your choice. I'm not telling anyone how to feel about being a werewolf. This is just what I want. So, alright, Kodlak, is there a way for you to go to Sovngarde as long as I don't have to? Not that I would, I'm an Argonian, but moving on.
That's what I've spent my twilight years trying to find out. now I've found the answer. The witch's magic ensnared us, and only their magic can release us. They won't give it willingly, but we can extract their foul powers by force. I want you to seek them out. Go to their coven in the wilderness. Strike them down as a true warrior of the wild. And bring me their heads, the seat of their abilities. From there, we may begin to undo centuries of impurity.
Yeah, listen, I respect your opinion, Kodlak. I do. You want to go to Nosgard, you don't agree with what you got from something that happened before you were born, you want to change it. I respect that, but I like it. I'm not giving up my furry power.
This is not about your desires, lad. Your own fate will be your own choice, just as always. Now be gone.
And see, that is actually why I like Kodlak as a character quite a lot, and the Harbinger. He's very upfront about what he feels, but he's not lording it on people. You know, everyone has the right to make the choice on their own. He doesn't want to be a werewolf, and he wants us to help him cure his werewolf status, but he's not telling us that as a group we have to give it up. Ayla and I, and Skajorn, if he was still alive, would have been perfectly free to continue being werewolves until we die and go to the hunting ground, which would be like a paradise for us, I guess. So then, let's see real quick where we're headed. For our next task, we are going to... Where is it? I'm actually not sure. Oh, there it is, down here. Oh, that's a long jog, oh boy. Okay, yeah, we're making this jog off screen, all the way to the Glen Coven. That's quite a jog, so... I'll go ahead, step outside, fast travel to the Guardian Stones, and from there I'll swim across the lake, scale a mountain, scale a small hill, and I'll meet you guys at Glen Coven. Yeah. Okay, so I'll see you guys when we get there. Hey guys, and welcome back! Now, on the way to where we were headed, I actually bumped into something interesting enough I wanted to show it to you on the way there. So you can see I went to the Guardian Stone, like I said, I swam across the lake, and right here on the way, I bumped into the Lady Stone. This is another birthstone that will replace the one I have now, being the being the Warrior Stone. But here's what the Lady Stone does. You get better health and stamina regeneration while you have this stone. I do think that's a pretty good deal for my build. So I'm going to go ahead, activate it, and it's really cool when you activate these at night because it does all this and you can see it pretty clearly. I just like that effect. As I was saying, I'm going to go ahead and switch to the Lady Stone because I do think it's better than my other options. So then, with that out of the way, let me just jog the rest of the way there and we'll be right back again. Hey guys, welcome back again. I'm not sure I'll make it on my own. I was on my way to where we were headed, being Glenmoyle Cavern, and I bumped into Mossmother Cavern, and there's a guy outside crying for help. This is a random occurrence that can appear in the game, and I thought I'd show it off because they're kind of hard to get these, so I figured when you get them, show them.
For you, stranger. I'd almost given up hope of walking away from here.
What are you doing here, man?
We tracked a bear to this den. Good coin for those pelts. We had the big sow cornered when they showed up. 3 of them, out of nowhere. Spriggans. Niels went down before we even knew to run. Ari died just inside. I never even thought the things were real. I may have lost a drop or two of blood. Truth is, I'm not going anywhere like this. Hurts to breathe.
Well, listen, you know what? I have some spare health potions. I'm not going to watch a man die for no reason. I'm not that much of a scumbag. On this character, anyway.
I just need a little to get going.
Alright, here you go, buddy. No, you're not having 18. Take 1. 1 should get you off your feet. You said a little. Oh. That should do it.
Much better. Thanks, friend. I wouldn't have lasted much longer without that. But now what? I can't just walk away, not with my friends' bodies in there being torn apart by those beasts.
Yeah, you don't... If you go in there after what happened, you're gonna die. I'll take care of it.
You'd really risk your life for a stranger's honor? I don't even know what to say. Thank you, my friend. I'll wait here.
Spriggans, huh? Okay, this is not part of the companion quest. This is actually a randomly generated event that happened as I was, you know, passing by, and I wanted to show it off. And, you know, glory does he crave. There is great glory. If I kill those Spriggans and tell this guy, and he went around telling everybody, I mean, that is glorious right there. I took on 3 Spriggans and lived. So for now, I'm gonna go ahead and take my level, because, well, I have one to take. Gonna see what I can dip into. No, not that. Not block. Not getting hit nearly as much as I expected I would for this LP. Huh. Yeah, it's gonna be a while before I can get any of those. Looks like more one-handed it is yet again. So how about... hack and slash. Yep, hack and slash. Causes my action to do bleeding damage, which it does help, but they'll die a little faster with it. That said, though, we're gonna go in there next time. I'm gonna go ahead and clear this out. It's an easy cave. I've been to it before. Well, it's not gonna be easy. It got Spriggans this time. Normally, it's an easy cave with like a bear or two. But I'm gonna go in there and clear this out next time. I think I'll just end it right here. We got some good progress in. So when we come back, we're gonna take care of Valder's problem here, prove his honor, and get our glory, and then we'll move on to what we were doing before. So as always, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you again later. Have a good one.